Alrighty folks, we are back with more Rattrun. Joining me of course is the cast, so without any further ado, who are you, what are you, and to celebrate the birth of A.A. Milne, what's your favourite thing in the public domain? Starting with Bill Ray.
Who's A.A. Milne?
The guy who wrote Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
He is dead.
That's why it's in the public domain.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, I need to fix the volume. AJ is completely right. I have not fixed the volume like a twat. Thank you, AJ.
One day.
So yes, celebrate the birth of A.A. Milne. What's your favourite thing in the public domain?
Do you think it's weird that, like, celebrating a dead guy's birthday?
Nope.
No.
Because, I mean, like, he's not enjoying it. He's not getting any older.
He might be.
Listen, Leonard Nimoy enjoys my birthday every year.
You're not dead.
But he is.
Yeah, but he is, and we have the same birthday. And he enjoys it every year.
And I'm sure someone who was born on the 18th of January knows that their birthday was shared with A.A. Milne and has as a sort of day. I don't know this person, but we'll find them if you really want me to.
Well, I am Bellery. That's me. And I am playing Branderis Kieran, who is the house hippo. And she is trying to find bits of Alistair Hopalong to make him into a meat homunculus. Because she loves him so much. I'm trying to think what's actually in the public domain. Like, what stuff's in the public domain?
Quite a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
You could go with the.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to go the opposite way. I'll tell you what I'm fucking sick of is fucking Shakespeare.
What's wrong with Shakespeare?
Count Bellery, leave now. You're done. All your characters are dead.
Look, people No.
Oh, right. How much Shakespeare have you read?
None. I've read a few, actually, to be fair, but that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Midsummer's Night's Dream, The Tempest,
Midsummer Night's Dream's terrible,
Juliet, not Hamlet, the one, which is the one where the woman kills everyone.
Macbeth.
The Scottish one.
She doesn't kill them. Macbeth kills everyone.
Macbeth kills everyone. I love Macbeth.
Someone.
I'll be honest, I would like a story where Lady Macbeth kills everyone. That sounds fun.
Lady Macbeth did kill someone. Anyway, it's not important.
Yeah, the whole point of Lady Macbeth's character is that she doesn't do any of the killing, but basically is consumed by the guilt after saying the guilt's not there. That's the whole point of her arc.
Look, there's no wrong with it, but we need to stop fetishizing so much. And we need to stop reading it.
Who is this? Who is?
We need to stop reading it so much. You shouldn't, like, for one, people go on like, what have you read? You shouldn't read it. It's not books, for a start. And two...
But this is the point, right, is that it is put on a pedestal these days, when at the time it is literally like, oh my god, only the worst people in the world go to see plays. Only the worst people in the world are actors. So we need to get back from that, because when we are reading it and then we find out, oh, there's dirty crap in Shakespeare, we're like, yes, it's all dirty jokes in Shakespeare. No,
but
they're not talking about horses.
Yeah, but you've got to read between the lines. Like, I don't want to do that much work.
It's a bit up.
The only thing I could say is if you get rid of Shakespeare, you also get rid of puns, and I'd be very happy with that.
Like, it's a bit up its own arse, is all I'm saying. It's a little bit up its own arse, though.
I enjoy Shakespeare for what I've read.
Why we talk like such a prick?
Anyway.
Do you know about the evolution of language, Belver? Do you understand that we didn't always talk this way?
No.
Look, I'm not an etymologist, but like even right. So I'm going to use it as a separate, like a comparison point.
Right.
Something that I'm somewhat cookbooks from the same period. Written, yes, they have different words for different measurements and shit, but they're not talking like all this fucking roundabout ass backward shit.
Instructional. It's not alliterative work.
Yeah, but
you don't read a cookbook for a story. You read it for instruction.
Sometimes you do. Have you ever been on like any recipe blog?
Yeah, that's why I clicked jump to recipe.
I'm not saying I read it, but like it's there. People.
It's there and no one reads it. That's why they make the jump to recipe thing.
And that's what's wrong with Shakespeare.
When I was 5, I spilt flour on the floor. This led to me to become a master baker. You're like, no, it didn't, friend.
Look, fuck Shakespeare. That's where we are.
No. fuck the pricks that are making Shakespearean plays into a pretentious thing. I'm looking at you, Derek Jacobi. Prick.
Which one
And the
was that?
Shakespeare deniers. Derek Jacobi is one of these pricks that are like, oh no, Shakespeare really couldn't have written those plays because he was poor. Like, fuck you.
Shakespeare wasn't poor. He made loads of money, didn't he? He had a big estate.
So, Shakespeare was a poor kid, like, didn't have all the proper education. That's why they're like, oh, it wasn't actually Shakespeare, it was actually Christopher Marlowe, and he, like, faked his own death. Like,
He says Shakespeare sucks too.
yeah, but he, looks questionable.
That's harsh. He can't help how he was born.
Where's his hat?
Hmm?
Where's his hat?
His hat, it's like a hat. It's
Oh, I
right
couldn't
here.
see it. I couldn't see it in the light.
There's like a little light beam coming down, but that's just how
it really
angelic
doesn't
and
show
holy
up very
he is.
well, Barry.
It shows up
He's
much
been-
better than it did.
You need to repaint your room.
He's just got like
It's making Mickey phone look bad.
he's being abducted. He's got the beam.
He's
What was
looking
that?
at the light.
Is that better? There, look at
Yes!
the fucking hat.
That's better.
Don't go into the light, Mickey.
You know in Blues Brothers when Jake's looking at the stage and Elwood's looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's that exact pose.
What? I haven't seen Blues Brothers. There's quite clearly how you can see the highlight of the edge of it, like there, look.
The band, Elwood.
And then
The band. The band?
There's quite clearly a hat.
Okay. Well, now we've wasted a good 10 minutes of people's time. Klepto.
I'm gonna go with Alice in Wonderland, but I do have another note about, like, going slightly different from it. Is Peter Pan, how that money all goes to the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital for, like, all the performances and all the stuff from it. So that makes me happy. But Alice in Wonderland is my favourite, just basically because pretty much every anime has a moment of where they, like, have at some point the characters dressing up as, like, Alice in Wonderland characters.
Because she took mushrooms and then got high.
That was my favourite bit in Attack on Titan.
It'll get there eventually, you just wait. When they have their Cupid, that's what's taken so long for the part 3 of season 4.
Bro,
Season 4 finale. It was all a
Alice-
dream.
Alice in Wonderland is
Titan.
Alice in Wonderland is good, but like I was at the age. Remember like the Tim Burton shit,
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
and like all the edgy teenagers who were a bit like scene kids, like, oh my god, Alice in Wonderland, it's so like countercultural and it's so like cool and edgy. It's like fuck off.
Why
Oh,
did
yeah,
you hang
good
around with these children?
I didn't. I was at
None of the
school.
teen kids I knew were like,
I was at school, Dad.
They forced me to.
Dad!
I mean, you still have a choice to not hang around them, Barry, even if you were
Yeah,
at
but
school.
they were in the
"As a
vicinity.
14-year-old says to you counterculture, you're like, you can get fucked.
Barry's
We're
just
in
a
the vis-
hipster.
They were in the vicinity.
Yeah, I like that excuse. Like, I live in the same house as my family. I hardly see them. You have no excuse.
Look, I am not a hipster. I just like cool things.
Barry there in his denim school uniform.
You have no idea how offended I was when AJ thought I was wearing double denim in them pictures.
Double denim with a Saturday night.
To be fair, I was more amused by your cowboy boots. They're cool as fuck.
They are cool as fuck. I need to get them rehealed.
Oh, I think I need to repost the picture of Barry and his. What are you wearing, Barry? I'm wearing an oxblood jacket. And I'm like, what the fuck is an oxblood jacket?
It's a jacket that's oxblood coloured.
This is the
Oxblood.
first time
like
I
a
went to
jacket
meet.
covered in
First
blood.
time I went to meet Barry at Dragon Meet. The first year we turned up, which is the first time I think I was meeting him in person. Said, "What are you wearing so I know how to find you?" I'm wearing an oxblood leather jacket, and my brain was just like, "I have no idea what the fuck that is."
And nothing else. Oh, some marigolds. There was some marigolds.
Some marigold, and there was a shirt that you spilled crab on later.
No, that was later on. That was like the next day at that restaurant.
Anyway,
Spilt crab on yourself.
yeah.
At a point,
Then he went around
I
telling
could-
everyone he had crab spilled himself.
Maybe I could pull double denim off. Like, I feel like I could fit the vibe. But
But
equally,
you've got enough poppers on it.
I feel like I would want to literally pull it off because I'd look like, I'd be wearing double denim
Like
and
a
that's never a good look. Yeah, exactly. I actually used to have a pair of. When I was a
think we
kid,
all
I
had
had
a pair
those
of-
Adidas trousers.
I had a pair of trousers, right?
Oh no.
That weren't quite tear-off trousers because it didn't go all the way up, but like the poppers pretty much went all the way up to like your arse.
Were they the Adidas ones?
The way, yes.
I had the exact same ones.
We all had those.
I think everyone had those, yeah.
I was the one who had them up here.
There was a period in time where I think everyone owned at least one pair of really tacky popper trackies.
I never had them. Admittedly, I did get them from like a shonky, like outdoor market.
Yeah.
So
The same market that probably sold those socks with no heel. There was this straight line of material.
I do meant socks without any heel fabric.
I threw up a little bit when you just said that.
Perfect for sack puppets and nothing else.
Right, before we get sidetracked even further, Jeff.
Oh, wait, we're still on introductions?
What do I like this in the public domain?
Who are you? What are you? Actually, don't. Claire didn't even tell us who she was. She just moved straight on to what was in the public domain.
Went on to a rant.
Right, Klepto, who's your character? I can't hear her.
Is she clipping again?
My character is sparkling glucose. I'm like a god. I'm unkillable.
The unkillable glucose.
Unkillable glucose.
Unkillable glucose. Oh, yeah.
When you're
I'll
feeling
let
in,
you
your
get back
insulin
to
doesn't
that.
work.
Glucose has become the long-term storage molecule glycogen.
Mm.
Alright,
right.
I am Jeff. I am playing Tufa. I'm a public inquiry officer.
Fucking narc.
And your favourite thing in the public domain?
Sherlock Holmes?
Fair enough.
Actually, can I give a political answer?
No.
No.
My favorite, semi-political, not political, but topical. My favorite thing in the public domain was Dungeons and Dragons up until last week.
Was that actually in the public domain?
Open gaming license, sort of.
Yeah,
was
open gaming
kind of
license
in
is
there.
different from the public domain, though.
Yeah, but you could use it. I was like
Yeah.
straddling it.
Pub. Mm,
Like,
Well,
the policy I'm not
that's
quite
why,
sure about, it was straddling it.
public
Why,
domain means
like,
you don't have to
other
worry
things
about
have to be,
copyright.
like-
D&D, OGL is kind of don't take the piss, so...
Look,
That's
I'm
why
being
we're playing accountants
topical.
and
Don't ruin this for me.
We're playing goblins and garter ropes.
Yeah, so
Very-
Sherlock Holmes.
AJ is
Because
saying
I'll-
it very specifically was not in the public domain, that's the whole thing.
Well, that's the thing now, but like it
It's
was
not
kind of in
now.
there. It had like a foot in the public domain.
No, it didn't. It really didn't, Barry.
Had like 2 toes.
Half a toe if very, very that, but anyway.
Half of my pinky toe, because it's the smallest one amongst all of us.
Alright, okay, and finally, Mr. Helking.
I'm Helking. I'm playing Syrup Bloodskull, otherwise known as Slaughter Bloodskull. And what was it again? My favorite public domain
Favourite thing in the public domain?
I do like Pride and Prejudice, only because it's in the public domain. They made a zombie version.
They made a Sea Monsters one as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
like that one.
Sensibilities and sea monsters.
I was going to download it on Audible and Klepto told me not to.
I have an audio version of it somewhere because I got it on CD from Poundland.
I like sillier versions or alternative versions of things. It's like a whole thing. Like you can learn to love the same property again. Like I remember watching a gangster-style version of Romeo and Juliet, which was so silly, and it had word for word most of the script of the actual, play.
Was
But
this
only
the
with, like,
Leonardo DiCaprio version?
No, that was.
That we had to watch that one in school where
did,
they
yeah.
had the guns that they wrote
Yeah.
the sword on.
Yeah.
They had guns, they had drugs, they had all of that, and I just
German one. It was brilliant.
But I
It's hilarious.
liked the modern Romeo and Juliet version with DiCaprio.
We watched it in school, but I was ill that day, and so I didn't see it.
Oh,
no.
No.
you have to treat yourself, Barry, and buy it on Amazon Prime.
Does
The
the
worst
Bible?
version.
count as being in the
Romeo and
public
Juliet I've seen is it was a fringe show and they were rival rugby teams, but what really annoyed me is they were clearly rugby teams but they were wearing football strips. So I was just like, you had one job.
Yeah.
Does the Bible count as being in the public domain?
I
'Cause I saw
don't
a
think
zombie.
it-
I
I
saw
don't-
Jesus the zombie movie.
I don't know if the Bible's... We should probably ask AJ this, because AJ would know. Is the Bible in public domain, AJ?
I
I
remember,
saw a movie with like Jesus versus zombies. I can't remember what it's called.
I
But you killed a
remember,
bunch of zombies with fish.
yeah.
I mean, all zombies really were looking for are some good fish, so yeah.
I remember a zombie medieval knights one, where like it was like knights in armor fighting zombies in the movie. Was it Night of the Dead with a K and
It sounds like that would be the name of it if there was one.
Yeah, I might be misremembering.
I feel like having a full suit of like plate mail kind of solves the problem of zombies, though.
Well, not really, because if you get knocked off your horse, you're kind of stuck on the ground, because they couldn't get back up.
And
But,
then you've got a zombie
but
horse.
the zombies can't eat you through your armor, so you just have to lie there as they kind of mouth you for like 4 or 5 days and you starve to death.
Or
Yeah,
Gum
there is no
is in
zombies.
there.
We'll get bored eventually.
Apparently they're
You know,
mentioned...
come to think of it, why is there not a lot of people that have riot gear and stuff like that in a zombie apocalypse? Why is that?
There was in 28 Days Later. That's like the first... One of the first characters he meets is the guy in riot gear.
Because of dramatic tension.
yeah, your protagonist should always be stressed.
Anyway,
Original scriptures are yes.
so yeah,
But
that's
those
us.
fancy new golden ones.
That's us
They're not.
done discussing the public domain. If anyone cared, my answer was the works of Tom Lehrer. So yeah, so what happened last time? Tom Lehrer was the guy, the mathematician who wrote comedy songs like the Element song.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, he put all of his works when he died into the public domain.
Oh, okay.
Left
I was
it,
going
I
to say,
think he left
he's
it in his
been dead.
will to have all of his work put in the public domain.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a cool
They
thing
were
to do.
for educational purposes.
Anyway, so what happened last time?
We made a monster.
We made a monster, and Syrup has a new dad.
Yeah, their name was Keith, wasn't it?
The skull was called Keith. I
Yeah.
can't remember what the homunculus you got was called.
Was that not Kevin with a C again?
Yes, it was Kevin with a
Kevin
C.
with
Yeah.
a C.
It's always
Kevin
Kevin with a C.
Oh, Army.
I thought his name was Jeb, actually, or something.
Jeb.
I think you all started calling him Army, but I think when he asked his name, I said Kevin with a C, just to annoy Bowery.
Kevin.
7.
It's
7 with
me,
a C.
Kevin.
Yeah, so we're taking Kevin with a C to the debt collection agencies because we believe that Kevin with a C is the arm of Papa Gatto. So we're going to make Kevin pay off Papa Gatto's debts.
I see. Okay. So you're taking them to... It's Toronto, isn't it?
Yeah, we're in
Yeah.
Toronto now.
The Toronto debt collection agency.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And I've just been taking random notes. I have got a list of them.
We need to get you like an actual notepad so you can sit there with your notepad.
Actual clipboard to wave at people.
Yes.
I've been putting them in my notes app on my phone.
You need to mug a passerby with like a notepad.
Charity mother.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what you call
We've
people
got-
with I don't know what you call people with clipboards, but there's always
We've
one
got-
around.
Ali equals frog, chunks, murder, magical explosion equals cake people.
oh yeah, there was lots of cake. And
Oh yeah,
we were trying-
pastries. Technically they were pastries.
Yeah.
I might just throw some of those words into our AI art generator and see what comes out.
I don't know whether I feel bad or not that we've like halved in viewer counts to stop talking public domain.
We're sorry.
People need to get arguments of Shakespeare.
Oh god.
I think if he was clearer in his message, he probably would have got further in life.
Alright.
Shakespeare.
We're not going on about Shakespeare, we're doing a story.
We're doing a story.
I was wondering where we were going with this.
We're
We're
going
not
to the
going to
debt
spend the day
collection.
dwelling on Shakespeare, it's fine.
Or his sister.
Now that's a different topic. But anyway, so yes, I think you left the train tracks last week to head to the building with the Department of Debt Collection in it last week. So yes, you arrive at the government-listed building with a big sign outside saying various debt collection agencies. As you walk in the front door, there is a very angry gerbil screaming that he wants his motorcycle back, and the receptionist is giving him a very blank stare. What do you do?
Excuse me, sir, but we got business. Would you mind stepping outside?
No, they got my motorcycle. They took my motorcycle. They had no right to take my motorcycle. I want it back.
I'll take your life. Move aside.
We didn't take any bikes. These are these guys' bikes.
Yeah,
I had them with
it's mine. It's mine. Like,
No, they took my motorcycle. And he points at the receptionist who just kind of gives him a very lazy stare.
I'm gonna flash my badge to him. Be like, it's okay. I'll sort this out. Just like move him out of the way.
Just pick him up.
Just pick him up and put him down. Just like, okay. So as you go to receptionist, you get a, can I help you?
Yeah, we're here to pay off a debt.
Yeah, you see this guy here?
And she's pointing at Kevin.
Stick Kevin on the desk.
She just looks down, her eyes close and open very slowly, and she goes, I see. And
Yes.
what is this?
This is Puppet Guy Self. He's got a lot of bad debts. You tried to settle me with him, but I tracked him down and I found him. This is him.
This is whom?
Papa Ghetto. Ironically, he doesn't have toes at the moment.
Very slowly picks up a pencil and starts writing. Goes, P A. Did you say panda?
Pa.
Yeah.
Paw.
Just-
Paw.
Can I just like lean over and like take the pen off her and the paper and just write Papa Gatto and then hand it her back?
Okay. And do this, and she looks and goes, I can't read this. It's not in appropriate block capitals.
he's really
Right,
they're very dedicated to the job. I can see that.
Bureaucracy's a
Alright.
bitch, man.
Experience of the wonderful world of caffeine.
Um,
I think you might need some.
Can we get some fantasy speed?
I don't know if you'd respond to it, but I'm sure you could try.
If only my alley was here, he could sort it right out.
Right, I've got literacy. Can I like fill out the paperwork for her
In block capital.
in block capitals?
I like the plan of finding a drug dealer.
Do
better.
a D20 roll. Let's see how this goes. Add your literacy.
What is my literacy under? Intelligence. Oh, +6.
What? You're so literate.
Yeah, I am.
Super literate.
For taking all them notes.
Yep. You hand it back to her, and she very slowly reads over the page and go, okay. Let me just put it into the computer. And she starts typing but one letter every about 10 seconds, looking at the screen.
Finger like an old lady at a keyboard.
You think this?
No, not two hands. Two hands would be far too
If I-
quick for this. It's single hand, single finger, where every time she starts at Q and goes all the way along, then all the way back again, then all the way, then down, then all the way back again, until she
Yeah,
finds the
it's,
appropriate
you know,
letter.
It's a little bit boring, but it's better than my mum's way of handling computers. She does it with fists.
maybe we should find that drug dealer. I bet you knew a few, bike boy.
Girl.
Me?
girl, bike girl.
I don't
I
touch the
remember
hard stuff.
squirrel with our friend with the bike, whose name I can't remember because I didn't pay that much attention. I'm sorry.
So we solved the debt, but I guess that's a thing we solved. Are we doing?
Have we solved the debt? Because this girl's still typing. I don't know how much she's paid.
I don't know, like okay, we're
Claws on the desk, just shaking violently.
we're solving the debt. She said she's equalizing it, so that's done with.
No,
Right.
she said she's putting it in the computer.
I think we need to find something to speed this lady up and slow glucose down.
After
Yeah, Triple Boy, what's your connection?
at this point, the
5 minutes
reception,
at
at this point, the receptionist just looks up and goes, "Excuse me, you haven't put a first name. There are 3 Gattos on this system."
What 3?
We're looking for the one that has all the kids.
I think someone said his name was Clement. I remember that. Is there a Clement Gatto in your list?
No.
Okay, so what
There's
about?
a Philippe. There's a Geralt. And there's a Pierre.
I'm going with either Philippe or Pierre. Because Geralt, I knew a Geralt once, he was a nasty bastard.
Is he the one that had the horse? It was white called Roach.
Well, he had this horse head that he said was a horse.
Running around on a giant cockroach. I know that guy.
Did he? Does it say who the guarantors were in the list? Or like next of kin?
Stares at you blankly and then leans down and just taps. Very the slowest you ever heard anyone click, then click again on a mouse. And then goes, "The guarantor for Pierre Gatto is a something glucose."
Well, that's not me, you see, because I'm sparkling glucose, not something glucose.
The guarantor for Geralt Gatto is something glucose.
Something glucose, they're bad news.
And the guarantor for the 3rd one is something glucose.
We need to
Apparently
find
this
the something
glucose person isn't had to inherit a lot of debt.
I'm literally just gonna like slowly turn around and stare at sparkling glucose like.
But it's sparkling, not something.
Maybe this Papa had multiple identities.
Yeah, he did. He went round from town to town to town, like some sort of wanderer, spreading his own, not his legs.
Is there any chance I could convince this person to like let me borrow their computer for a second?
Sure.
Got a DVD to return.
Let's see, what would it be to... Have you got bluff?
I mean, I've got bluff and I've got like linguistic.
Yeah, if you got bluff, roll bluff.
Intimidate, and reasoning.
I'm all over it.
Bureaucracy with bureaucracy.
I'm just gonna press Alt and F4 on everything. Bluff.
Is +4.
Oh, sorry, frozen the... But, there we go. Is it back? No.
It never went.
Did it not?
What?
Oh, it went on my
That's a
screen,
cheeky
apologies.
19.
A cheeky 19, fantastic, alright. You chop say, and eventually she just gives you a very slow hand gesture, and she just walks off towards a coffee pot on the back. You walk around the
You
desk.
better double fist that coffee.
You walk
Alright,
around and start tapping away at the keyboard. It turns out there is indeed multiple Papa something gâteaux, and all of them do seem to have their next of kin listed as sparkling glucose.
Thought it was something
Wow.
glucose.
Question, like, all of the identities? Most of the identities or something?
all three versions of Papa Gato in the system all have. Two of them have died to very strange circumstances, and the third one is apparently still alive.
Question.
Right.
When was the last? Were they updated recently? Like today, recently?
Apparently, one was updated 2 weeks ago. The other was updated today, and the third one only has a marginal amount of debt, which is currently 3 parking fines.
How long ago did this campaign start? Has anybody got a watch?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has been a week since she was adopted at most.
Right, can I take printouts of, like, these?
You can, yes.
I don't even think they knew each other 2 weeks ago, right?
Right, so...
magenta ink.
So, right, I'll take printouts of them, and can I edit them? Not the printouts, but can I edit the files?
Yes.
Because I have tinkering, so I basically want to change it, so... Yeah?
It would be hacking rather than tinkering.
Do I have hacking?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got hacking as well. I'm a smart boy.
Ah.
So basically, I want to hack them so they're no longer at sparkling glucose, and we just want to put
Kevin with a C.
Yeah.
What replacement name are you putting in?
Kevin with a C?
I'm just putting Kevin with a C.
That's his surname with a C.
Like Witherspoon, but with a C.
Yeah, exactly. It's
This
always
rolls-
ready for
This
for
one's going to
soup.
be tell D20 plus hacking his intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
That is a name, isn't it? Kate Witherspoon.
Plus 6.
Reese Witherspoon.
That's what I meant. I'm thinking of Kate Winslet.
21.
21, yes. You change all the records. They no longer read sparkling glucose. They now read Kevin with a C. Which, as you've written in chat, is indeed Kevin with a C.
Hate that spelling of Kevin so much. It's truly awful. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Okay, so the one that's still open and accruing debt,
Yes.
The most recent one.
was that done after the train blew up?
Yes.
That dirty rat!
Well, we've got printouts, so can we find out where it was?
You found that he apparently had illegally parked a trailer on a side street 2 blocks from where you are now.
Wait, if your Pepper's still alive, whose arm's this?
I told you guys that we might have got a few things wrong, but you just kind of kept going.
Look, I got swept up in the moment, okay? You make a homunculus and it kind of, you get lost in the moment. It's an exciting thing to do.
I don't think mutilating the dead is something you get along with.
I didn't mutilate anything. I put it...
Got a father out of this!
Right, because I'm behind this counter, I'm just going to move all of them along. Like, come on, shoot out the way, and I'm going to speak to this bloke about his motorbike, because
I
I
wasn't
said I'd help him out.
I was putting it back together.
He waddles up to the counter, and he can barely see over the counter, and he just jumps up so he's standing on it, and he goes, "It's Artie! I want my motorbike back!"
Right, I want to input his name into the computer, see what's going on, see what he owes.
Okay.
Has Jeff just got a new job?
I mean, he was already technically doing this job anyway.
He is now a receptionist.
Do I have to roll for this?
He apparently has quite a lot of... he's borrowed a lot of money on his garage that he basically owns and repairs bikes in. When you ask what, he just sort of goes, gambling, that's it, gambling, yeah, gambling. Not cryptocurrency, nope, gambling.
I would suggest cryptocurrency is gambling. So that is technically correct.
Technically, it's scam. It's just scam. Like, at least
Is that
gambling
like when
lets
you
you
say
win
you
now
got-
and then.
Is
I
that like the Bigfoot bucks? Oh no, wait, that was cryptocurrency.
It's this new one. This I got heard about yesterday. It's called Gato Coin.
Son of a bitch.
This is all happening in a day. What is your father like? That he's made.
But he is a smart, rascally rat bastard! And
You've
I
only
will
known
have my
him for-
revenge.
You've only
You gotta
known him
think
for like a week.
Yeah, but if we're animals, right, and like it's 1 dog year, 7 dog years, then 1 dog day is a week.
That doesn't make any sense. You would say it would be just the same amount of days. We just live less.
Nah, we live
There's
faster.
no humans. There's no humans to compare ourselves to and make a calendar out of.
We don't live fast, we live faster. I mean, we don't live... You know what I mean.
No. We're gonna get him. Don't you worry, Gerbil. I'll get your motorbike back, and I'll get you the head of that stupid guy that took all your money.
He turned up at my garage the other day. A bunch of children with him. He said he was new in town and he wanted to know about people wanting to invest in his new project. He told me if I invested now, I'd get a good exchange rate.
Did you happen to get any details from him?
He ruffles through his pockets and pulls out a piece of
card.
paper and he hands it to you. It says, you now own 20,000 Gateau coin, and a very crude signature that you could definitely read saying Papa Gateau.
Now,
Wow.
I mean, we're in the future. Do we have, like, phones?
Yes.
Can I just Google Gato coin?
Yep.
See what comes up?
You Google Gateau coin, there is a very badly made website with just a picture of a circle with Papa Gateau's face in the middle of it.
Somebody didn't use Squarespace. Hashtag not sponsored.
If you want to, hit us up.
You'll sponsor anything. I've heard some of the podcasts you've been sponsored by.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, Norway was my
Save
favourite.
those kids. I mean, we didn't save those orphans. Wait, none of you were there for that. We totally saved those orphans, but we're gonna save these kids.
Yeah, I'm okay for saving kids. That seems like something would be good. And if there's any bits I can make, like, you know,
When
I can save the bits.
when you look further on the website, there is just a little button that just says buy Gateau coin, and it says please donate 500 credits.
Donate. You have to donate before you can buy.
Right, can I go? Right, this is probably going to turn out really badly. But can I use this current work terminal that I'm at to, like...
To short the government building's money.
Invest in Gato coin.
Yeah, why not? It's not my money.
If that's what you want to do. How many Gateau coins do you wish to donate to?
Oh, I don't know. How many should we buy, guys?
It asks for a name and address below.
I don't want to buy any, but it sounds kind of weird.
Well, it's okay because we're not spending our money. We're spending the government's money, which I mean is kind of like our money. We pay taxes. At least I pay taxes. I don't know about you guys. But,
I don't pay taxes. My family don't do that. They beat up the tax man every time he comes to our house.
Well, then you don't need to worry about it. It's got nothing to do with your money.
I guess you're right. Huh.
And just think, those people that were your parents will be proud of you. Because now
They've
the
never
only
been proud of
person...
me, really. But okay, I can pretend.
Maybe Clive's
Well,
up
no,
for...
you don't need them to be proud of you, really, because now you got Keith. And he's the dad,
right.
you're
You're right.
Right.
You're right.
Right, can I buy some Gateau coins
I'll
and
be
then
right
can I
back.
use my hacking to, like, track where the money goes?
Yep. Are you putting an address in that it asks for?
Probably should.
And what name are you using to buy these under?
I'm gonna use that that raccoon's name, whatever his name is. Not the raccoon, the bloke who lost his motorbike. I'm not putting my name down.
Yeah. Okay, so
Maybe you should put Makosa's name to spook him.
Oh, you should put... Shit, what was his name? Baptiste.
No, we're not putting Baptiste down. We're not trying to spook him. We're trying to find him, not scare him.
Who is Baptiste? Why would that spook the guy?
Because Baptiste was his leg.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. We've got Kevin the arm monster here.
See?
So
I
I'm
don't see why.
I'm gonna put down Kevin with a C.
okay, you put down Kevin. See, what address you put now? You just put in the debt collection building you're in now.
For the mint badger.
Yeah, we'll put down the address for the Mint Badger.
Okay. Alright, so you donate the money, you donate several 100,000 to this cause to see what happens. With the address of Kevin Withersea, the Mint Badger. And you, at this point, the receptionist comes back from her drinking her coffee and goes, I'm back now. Can I retake my work?
Yeah, of course you can, darling.
What about my
we're
bike?
all done
What
here.
about my bike?
Back.
Yeah, we're all done. So I'm just gonna let her have a computer back.
At this point, the shrew
you
is
gonna
jumping up
leave
and down and go, what about my bike?
I
We're
think you're
sorting
gonna...
it out for you.
Yeah, you can talk to the lady at the reception about that.
But you said you were going to sort it.
We are going to sort it for you.
Are we?
The plan. I think Super has a plan. I don't plan things.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I am a god, so I don't need to plan nothing.
So,
I never met a god before.
Are you sure you didn't hit your head in that train accident?
No, but my ears were a bit sticky. But I'm good. I didn't die, so I'm a god.
Ooh,
so yeah,
sticky.
I guess we'll just go to the Mint Badger and see if anything happens.
Okay.
You think they give medicine for her? I'm honestly kind of worried for her. Do you think we should look into that? Like,
I mean, she seems pretty okay to me.
You're just jealous because you don't know what self-confidence is.
oh, that's true, and it hurts. So I'll just be quiet now.
That was harsh.
That was harsh.
You fully.
As you
It's so accurate, it hurts.
as you make your way towards the Mint Badger, and you pull your way up, you see a small child clutching a piece of paper, looking at people as they enter the place, and he seems to be asking everyone who enters.
Yeah,
That's
What are
okay.
you doing here, kids?
How you doing?
Hi, any of you, and he looks at the piece of paper. Kevin Withersea, I have a receipt for you.
Who sent you?
Who's the receipt from?
He just looks at the piece of paper and says, it's the orphanage representation of Gato Coin.
Where's the orphanage?
Over there. And he just points to an alleyway off to the side. But
The
I have the
orphanage.
pleasure of giving you this certificate. Oh wait, is this
I'm not-
any of this you? He just
No, we work for Kevin.
You know, Kevin, we can give him and we
Oh.
can pass it on.
Good, yeah, if you could, that'd be great. They won't let me inside. So he holds up this piece of paper and it says, you're the proud owner of 2,472 Gato coin. I know this is handwritten. It's a temporal fix until we get enough money to buy a printer.
Yeah, about that. Because, Mr. Withersea bought such a lot of Gato coin, he asked us to meet with the head of Gato coin personally to, talk about further investment opportunity.
Oh, wonderful. I'll let the papa know.
No, you take us to the papa.
I can't do that. He gets very upset when visitors turn up.
I'm gonna get upset.
But you can get upset. That's not a problem. But Papa gets upset We all gotta deal with the tears. It's not good for anyone. We gotta get the mop out and the bucket and clean the whips. And
Well, we get it. We get it. I'll just talk with my friend, and you go to Gato right now and sort that out for us. And we'll meet him at his convenience. Yeah. She kind of like pats like Glucose in the head, like, shh, I got this.
Ah, wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. Say it again to Kevin. Thank you for buying all the Gato coin. You won't regret it. It's the most important cryptocurrency you can invest in. Thank you. And he just turns out and just trots off towards the alleyway.
We just follow him.
Go after him. Yeah, that's exactly why she did it. She just waits until he's a little distance away, and it just goes, okay.
We like Scooby Gang sneak behind them.
Yeah. She picks up Keith and like puts him on her shoulder.
Where are we going? It's not right to follow people.
Yes, but
you know, we're on a mission from God, and by God I mean me.
We're trying to find her dads. We're trying to find her dads.
Oh, I see. Parental figures are always important.
Yeah, I don't think she sees it the same way, but we'll keep believing that.
Okay. So you follow after him. He goes into an alleyway. Then he sort of shimmies his way up a fire escape and into a small, dingy lit office off to the side.
Okay, this is what my family does. They surround the perimeter, and then they break through the door, and if they try to run, they mob him. But we don't have nearly enough biker people for that, so cover the windows, I guess?
Is there like bins here?
Yes.
We stack up human pyramid style.
I was thinking more, can I look for like enough food scraps to reanimate into a weird bouncer monster?
I was just gonna stealth
Find like a big like garbage bin behind a bakery, and all the yeast is there. And you just make one.
What's the difference?
Didn't I have all that cake from the last one?
Wait, no, like, I figure, what's the difference, right, between a disembodied, kind of burnt arm and, like, half of a roast chicken?
Oh, yeast. Yeast is actually living, like, organisms. Could you resurrect that into, like, a blob of bread monster?
Bread golem.
Yeah.
Bread golem.
Bread golem. Bread golem. Bread golem. Bread golem.
Splintersworth would be very proud. Is there any like sourdough? I would like some sourdough if we're going to make a bread golem.
It just has like a mouth of like breadsticks.
You look through all the bins. Most of the bins seem to have been quite heavily raided. There's only very, very small scraps left over. Not enough to make even a thimble's worth of stuff.
Damn it!
You wouldn't be a very good golem. Okay, I guess that's a bust.
They're rooting around in the bins. I have shimmied up after them, and I'm stealthily approaching the office.
I don't think Sparkling Glucose has done anything stealthy in her life.
Stealthy girl.
You look through the window, and you just see a bunch.
19.
You see a bunch of kids. 3 or 4 of them are on exercise bikes, pedaling quite heavily. And the bikes seem to be connected with a wire to the lighting of the room.
Wow.
You shoot that down, and I'm like, he's using the kids for batteries.
Yeah, you can do
Just
that
like in the Matrix.
Well,
Bodies have
technically,
like
it's
a
not
little
really.
bit of electric charge. You can just put some wires in there if you get enough of them lined up in series.
Technically, it's not batteries. It's more generators that are powered by water.
Oh, that's wildly inefficient. You just need to get like a line of them and then like tie them together and then stick some electrodes and then you've got a battery. Technically, it's a cell until you get more stacked together, but you know.
Why do you know this?
Corp stuff.
Cool stuff.
I'm just. Are they like chained there or something, or are they just literally?
Oh, that's literally
I
just.
was just
One of
peddling.
them looks quite exhausted and just stops pedaling at one point, and a slightly older-looking vole comes over and goes, "The papa's not paying you to not pedal. Pedal." And
Okay.
the mouse very exhaustedly gets back to pedaling.
It's the thing, all these children rats have like really, really like defined abs though.
Is your dad like a runaway debtor or a crime boss? I am confused.
Well, to be honest, at first I thought he was just, a baker or a gourmand or something to do with cakes. But then it turns out he was actually just a really bad guy that kept running up debts and, dropping them off on other people, i.e. that something glucose, and then me as well, sparkling glucose. Now that Kevin with the disease debts, but the thing is, he put those debts on me. I don't want those debts. He's gonna die.
Can I see any other way into the building?
There is a door at the sort of back of this area, and there's what looks like an office off to the side.
Wouldn't it be better to just like to cut his legs off or broke his knees so he couldn't get away? Because if he's dead, he can't pay the debts.
Well, he already has one missing leg unless he's got another kid to replace it.
Well, that's okay. That'll make the job easier.
Yeah. So we go in, we take his other leg, and maybe the other kid that he's got to be his leg this time, and punch that vole in the face as well, because, forcing kids to do exercise. Who the fuck do you think you are, PE teacher?
You know that.
Can I go to the door and smell? See if I could smell like baked goods.
You're currently outside the window looking in, and you can smell. There's a strong smell of pastry.
Yeah, Windows is the best place to smell pastries. Everyone knows that. That's how you float into Windows.
Any sort of visible stink lines I can follow.
Are there any small cartoon children floating through the air along the stink lines?
It's not cheeseberry. Come on.
That's how he collects kids.
Oh, this is going back to the bloody the witches, isn't it? Watching children with pastries.
Oh god.
Turning them into rats. What a twist!
You're currently standing on this fire escape looking in. You wanted to go into the building?
Yeah. Well, following after him.
We gotta get him. This is our time now.
I'll just stay outside then. I'm good at blocking doors if he runs this way.
Okay. You jump down into the room. The vole immediately turns around and goes, "Oh, it seems like we got a visitor. Hello there, are you here to invest in Gato coin?"
We've already invested. Look. Show him the receipt. Whoever has the receipt.
Super's got the receipt.
Gonna show the receipt.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, you're a deep investor. Oh, well, I'm sure that you'll be good to know that the Papa thinks you're very generous at helping him along the way.
Where is Papa?
Yeah, we have a meeting with him.
Well, Papa doesn't do any of his meetings on site. He doesn't like to embarrass the clients by, making them have to deal with children.
That's okay, we like children.
Well, Papa's not exactly here at the moment. He's away off getting surgery. Yeah, he's getting a new leg.
Oh yeah, who's doing the surgery? I know a good leg guy. Maybe he's going to the wrong guy.
Well,
He sort of looks at the clock and he goes,
I believe he's going to Reggie's.
I'm better with arms, but I can give
He's
him
an amateur.
Oh, yeah, but that's why Papa likes him. He's cheap.
Do I know
Want a good leg or a cheap leg?
Reggie is a slightly well-renowned back alley surgeon.
Are we like talking cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk sort of style. You walk in, you'll come out 20 minutes later with something, whether it works or not. That's a different matter, but you'll come out with something.
Just a wooden prosthetic leg that he's hot glued microchips to.
There's an LED strip, RGB LED strip.
He's just glued LED strips to you. It's fine. It works well.
Cyberpunk.
So
We're
yeah.
gonna track this guy down. But, Syrup, you gotta stay here.
Well,
You gotta keep an eye.
well,
Listen, well, we're not talking to you. I gotta go make sure he's not getting a bum leg. You know what I mean? Because I was there for Papa's last leg, and that was not a good leg.
oh, you knew Papa before
You're back east.
before he came back to us and took over this wonderful regime. You know, he set us all free. He set us all free from the orphanage. We were all there, like us, all the all the kids here. He gave us all new names and new identities and took us all from the orphanage.
Well, I got a story to tell you about Papa and the orphanage.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, guys, they got another story about the orphanage. Let's all crowd around and hear it.
Okay, kids, I know you all love Papa and think he's such a great guy. He did so much for you. But
Hey,
listen up.
has he? But before him, we never had food or exercise or...
Exercise shouldn't kill you, buddy. Now listen up.
Are these the children talking? Sorry, I just spaced out for a second.
It's a sort of slightly middle-aged vole, and everyone else seems to be like quite young-looking mice, rats, and voles, and shrews, and hamsters.
Meanwhile,
Because they just had a tough paper around or something.
Meanwhile, Syrup is outside with Keith. He was like, so I don't know much about cryptocurrency. I've kind of just been going along with everybody else. Is it bad? I think it feels bad.
Well, investing in the future is the dream of every noble person.
Oh, I see. I don't really know much about investing, so I will leave it to guys like you, Keith. You seem like a smart guy.
It's always good to learn to invest. It lets you have something for your old age.
With trading 212.
Hashtag not sponsored, but could be.
You want to get on in this trading 212?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay, she's just like having a nice father-daughter talk outside while whatever Spock and Blue Rose is doing.
Okay.
There was this other orphanage. The Papa was supposed to help. And you know what he did? He flooded it, exploded it, left all those children there to die. And that's what he's gonna do to you. He's working you to death. He's feeding you bad food. I'm pretty sure one of you is gonna end up in some sort of limb of his at some point, because that's what he did to Baptiste. Baptiste was a leg.
They all seem to look at one of the young mice at one point, and he goes, "Me."
Baptiste?
He sort of nods very slowly.
Wait. Are you actual Baptiste, or did he call you Baptiste?
Are you a Baptiste original?
Okay, so it's not that Baptiste, if it's the other Baptiste. So the lazy bastard isn't even coming up with new names.
He just renamed all of these kids the names of his old kids.
Do you want me to send you the list of names of children?
He just like
Would that help?
he gets a baker's dozen from every orphanage in the world. Just like makes his own little family and does. Wow.
Are there any women that come around and he just calls them babe or sweetheart or ma chérie? Because he doesn't remember their names either.
Mon
Because
petit
they're all
chauffeur.
expendable.
Mon petit chauffeur.
He has a couple of women that come round. Yeah, they usually work the streets, but their Papa likes it if they, work in his office, tidying his pencil case and all that.
Yeah, I bet.
Mon bear pamplemousse.
The amount of times we were down at the Peppermint Crock. The way he treated those women was criminal. You shouldn't be following a guy like that. You know what? We got a better guy for you to follow. He's outside. Name's Keith. He'll set you on the right path. He's doing a bang-up job with Syrup. He'll adopt all of you. He does live on a motorbike most of the time, but that's neither here or there. It means he's mobile. He'll be there for you anywhere.
Well, what do we do? I mean, I'm kind of in charge of keeping everyone motivated and doing receipts.
Listen, bud. I hate to break it to you, but none of this is working out. All that money, it's going one place, and that's in Papa's pockets. But Keith is the way of the future. You don't have to motivate others. Keith will motivate you.
Yeah, Keith. Woo.
Oh, like, I think they're talking about you, Keith.
I hope they're not disgracing my good character.
Oh no, like, there's only good things to say about you.
Well,
He's got a really inspiring voice.
He's a strong, independent skull, and he will teach you to be a strong, independent skull.
No, unless he needs to get somewhere, because he's kind of relying a little bit on the motorbike to get around.
The bike's not part of him. You know, like, all that stuff that was on Kevin, that became a part of him. I don't know if they were all his parts originally.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Kevin became his own person. He might be an amalgamation of whatever little bits we found lying around, but really, isn't that just an allegory for life?
And isn't that a allegory for the family we all found along the way? The family you can find with Keith and Syrup. And Syrup needs a good family. She's a good kid.
At this point, the phone rings, and the vocal goes,
Oh, hang on a second. I need to get this.
he picks up the phone and goes,
Hello? Hello, Papa. There's some people here for you, Papa. What was your names?
That's the phone off him.
you hear very sort of strange and the phone cutting out, and then a couple of minutes go by.
I'm sure Papa will be here soon. He always phones on his way back.
Yeah, I don't think Papa's coming back.
There's a beeping sound, and he goes, hey, hang on a minute. He pulls out a very small pager, and he goes,
1 second.
and he walks over, and he moves a painting out the way, and opens a safe, and takes out
Number 4. Number 4.
he opens this letter, and he goes,
Dear Maurice, unfortunately I have to leave. Unfortunately Papa's not coming back. He's left this letter.
and he hands you this letter that says, unfortunately I have to leave, something sudden has come up.
I told you. That Papa, he's nobody's Papa.
I mean, you can't fault the guy's forward planning. He seems to have, like, a lot of letters. Can I
He's
open
got
another
this
random
freaking
letter?
log.
What was that, Barry?
Can I open another letter? I want to
Yep.
see what his plans are.
There's 5 other letters there. It seems to all be numbered 1 through 6. Which one? Well, he's opened number 4. Which one would you like to open?
I think we should see what the plan 1 is.
Plan 1.
Might give
You
us an
open plan
insight
1
into
and it
his...
says, Maurice, a miracle has happened. We've won a free holiday to Taiwan. I'll be getting on the flight later today. Take everyone else to the airport. I'll meet you there.
Oh,
Oh no.
maybe he does care.
Papa doesn't care. He's not taking them to Taiwan. Didn't you see that thing where there was that gang and then they all got turned into pop singers?
Like, I didn't know. Sorry, I can't say I did.
It was a terrible thing, but they were a great band. They had some really great hits.
Do we know where he got his leg surgery done?
Reggie's.
You got, according to Maurice, who said earlier, you got it done at Reggie's, which is a street surgeon a couple of streets away.
I think he
Sure.
probably got more than his legs done.
Are we
Can
sure
we
we
go?
can trust what this Papa guy would say? Maybe he lied and he went somewhere else.
I was going to say, can we go to Reggie's?
You can, yes?
On the Keithmobile.
Yeah, let's go to Reggie's. Because he's not coming back here, so...
Alright. You wanted to read any more of these notes before you go, or are you happy just
I
reading
think-
the one?
Let's read number 6. What was his last plan?
Number
Just-
6.
Just pocket them all, we'll read them on the way.
Okay. Number 6 was, Maurice, when you read this, I tragically am dead. You must know that unfortunately I am leaving all my money to Sparkling Glucose. She was a very frigid old woman who was not best with money, but I owed her a lot in my time. If any time you need money, just go and find her and ask for money. She will pay you and give you and keep you in well fed.
Yeah.
Do you tell Sparkling Glucose?
Yeah, I think you should, like... Maybe you should read this one. Maybe that means if we kill him, you'll come into a lot of money.
well, for a start, do I look old to you? I'm a timeless, immortal god. So therefore, I am always young.
Like, did he give you your name? Like, is this...
And furthermore, Bridget, my favorite place in the whole entire world is the Peppermint Crocodile. No frigid person ever steps foot into the Peppermint Crocodile.
Well, I can't imagine there's a lot of sparkling glucoses running around. You know, it's like a fairly unique sounding name.
Well, it just depends what trash is around, you know, when you're popping out your kid.
Like the Native Americans.
God. So
What's the joke? Two dogs fucking is essentially the punchline. What's the joke?
Oh,
Doesn't
God.
matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sure you're all familiar with it.
It is in
Well,
music.
I think this is pretty much like a will. So, I mean, we can either take his legs and make him pay the debt, or we can kill him and then you'll get in, like, an inheritance.
Because if we kill him, I get his debt. Well, I was gonna get his debt, so that's how this started. But then we said it was Kevin. So now Kevin's got his debt.
So then
So
we just need to kill him and then you'll get inheritance.
I'm not getting inheritance. All you inherit from this prick is debt. Yeah,
But, like,
we just sent him hundreds of thousands of dollars from the government, but he spaffed that away pretty quick, I can tell ya. You think he just went to Reggie for some new legs? He's gone and got a new face, got some new hair. I bet the bastard even got new ears.
Well,
And that's
I'm
what
gonna
we're going to Reggie to find out.
I'm gonna keep a hold of this will. I think this will might be useful. And maybe if I can find maybe some Tipex, because sparkling glucose clearly doesn't want the money.
Okay. So
Too
you,
many times by the same man.
I know it's not on my sheet, but because I'm like a public inquiry officer, does that mean like am I a notary? Can I notary that?
possibly.
Was that in part of your, like, extra work training? Like, you could also be a notary, you just do this course for 6 weeks.
Like being a reverend, yeah, you just do an online course.
I didn't even do that. I just filled my name out on a website, and it just happened. I've been a reverend for like 7 years.
To keep Syrup busy, can I like roll for blacksmithing in order to make like keep a good place on the motorcycle, or make actually a club with him on the top of it?
A club with him on the top of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like she does like arts and crafts,
Some crafts.
making some like recreational weapons.
Sure. Why not? Sure.
Keith.
That'll be a +8 1d20. I'll do that now.
I don't think Keith would appreciate being used to murder someone.
No, you're right. That's why it's like just something to carry him around on.
Can we make him like a little spider body out of like Meccano?
Meccano. What, like the ending of Wild Wild West?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've ever seen the film Virus, yes, you know this is definitely possible. I think it's Virus, the one where we're on a ship and the computer starts building mechano models out of corpses.
I don't know, I've never seen it.
It's terrible.
It's more of a stick. He's just like put on the top of.
It's just a skull and a stick now. No, 2 sticks, and like you can, even though the job is on its own, you're pretending to do the job.
That's with a +8 as well.
Oof.
So dumb, my rolls.
You put him on the top of a stick and he kind of goes,
Well, I seem to be up very high now.
Yeah, I figured that you wouldn't just like to be. You know how you carry something on your chest and it jostles around a bunch? I think if like I hold you up high, you'll have less motion sickness.
Oh, I wasn't aware of us being uncomfortable for you. I apologize invariably.
Oh no, it's not. It's all right. It's both of our comfort matters, yeah.
Oh.
alright.
Good old Keith.
I wish my papa was more understanding like that, but he's not. He's just a
Have we made it to the leg surgeon yet?
Yep. You turn up.
I'm not sure.
You turn up at
I'm not
Reggie's.
sure.
You hear the sound of screaming coming from behind the door. After about 3-4 minutes, it goes quiet, and you just hear the sound of just faint sobbing, and a what should we make Reggie? Let's make Reggie a bird. You find a sort of brightly coloured budgerigar wearing a some sort of very blood-stained lab coat and butcher's apron. Walks out, wiping the ends of his feathers, and he goes,
Hello, welcome to Reggie's. How can I help you?
Hey, did you put a new leg on a rat recently?
Who's asking?
The rat's daughter, but that's not me, that's the other rat.
Well, that totally depends on who you are and why you're here. I mean, are you one as well? I can do a special discount.
No, my legs are fine, thank you, sir. Even though there's still a fork in one. But that's neither here nor there. The problem is, you see, my poor papa.
Oh wait, you have like a fork in your leg? Oh, here, let me help you. And then she just pulls it out. And then she heals it. Then she heals it over.
That's going to bleed everywhere. I'm sure I could fix that for you. I just want to lie on the slab here. I'm very cheap. I'm very efficient.
I've had forks in me before. Is it actually sore? Sorry, like I pull them out all the time. I'm sorry.
I put the fork back in. I feel like the fork was in there for a reason. I'm gonna put the fork back in.
It's an emotional support fork.
Why did you stab it back in?
She just said it's
I
an
have
emotional...
healing magic.
She just said it's her emotional support fork. She needs it to keep herself together.
Why does she need it in her leg?
Where else am I supposed to keep it under that pocket?
I don't know, around in a necklace?
That would just be very dangerous.
Wait, go!
Anyway, we're here talking about Papa.
Well, if you'd like to look at my previous my previous clients, I've got a small fee for consulting the book. If you'd like to pay me the small fee, I can let you consult the book.
For the
So
second
you got a wall, you know, like when
yeah.
you
I found the pictures like, you know, on restaurants where they do the food challenges.
Yeah. Oh, like a hairdresser, where they've got all the haircuts done.
He's got a like a photo book, but it's got like pictures before and after, and a name scribbled between. But he's got it closed with a small padlock, and he goes,
I will let you look at it, but it's gonna cost you.
Do you take that old coin?
Ghetto coin. Hang on a minute.
He just goes back and he pulls out a piece of paper and he goes,
Well, I currently own 3,400 ghetto coin. What's it currently going for?
Oh, like we have like almost another 3,000 if you want them.
Oh, well, for 3,000, I'll happily give you all new faces. What do you like to be with? Sir, have you ever thought about the wondrous power of becoming part fish?
It's not
You
quite
know what?
3,000.
How about you go over at that corner over there and discuss with our good friend Reggie all the many amazing faces you could possibly have. And I'll just, think about whether I want to look in this book, because, if Papa really wanted to change his legs, his face, his eyes, his nose, and leave me, that's fine. But, I just thought this guy would want to help a gal in need. No,
Can we
he's
just
just
give
not
him
about that coin. That's okay.
Can we just give him the 3,000 Gatto coins just to look in the book?
Yep. You give him the coin and he goes,
Well, if you'd like someone else with it, I'm more than happy to give you on the side, if you know what I mean. You have given me quite a lot of money, and if you say what you're saying is right, then I'm going to be a very rich budget guy. Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a bit closer to my alley. Could you put this tongue in me?
Tongue in you? Yeah, of course I
Like,
can.
replace the
Where
tongue.
would you like it from? Like, you like it in your mouth,
I
like
mean,
it under your
I-
arm,
I
like it...
don't need to be here for this. I don't need to be here for this. And then she just kind of like puts a pause on her ears and like walks away quickly.
And he
Oh,
just
wow,
he puts his arm. Oh, what's Barry's character's called? I can't remember. What is Barry's character called? Fuck.
Fran.
Brian.
Fran.
Fran. He puts his arm around Fran. He goes,
Have you ever considered the joys of having a crotch tongue?
"Hear me out." And he just keeps walking away.
I'm listening.
Right, while that's happening, can we look in the book?
Yes. You see, the last couple of entries, about 4 entries ago, is Papa Geralt Gateau. And it says that he got both of his legs replaced with rabbit legs. He got a slightly tweaked new face and 1 new ear. And he also received documents to change his name to Gaston Gateau.
Nice. No one jumps like Gaston.
No one
Sword
cheats
like
like
Gaston.
Gaston. No one.
So what runs the economy of a small town like Gaston?
No one ditches his children in debt like Gaston.
He's especially good at expectorating. Oh, what a guy, that's Gaston.
It's a very appropriate name, thinking back at it now.
Beautiful.
It can't be any other name now.
Okay, so we've got a description and a name.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wanting anything else from Reggie?
Well, I like to think I walk back with like
You walk back with
Bandages.
with a slight limp and a smile.
Yeah.
Only you
And,
know
like-
what's happened.
bandages, like sort of wrapped around as like a nappy.
You look like Great Brush.
I mean, Ali always liked his tongue there, you know. Seemed appropriate.
So
Can I use my government contacts to put out APB for Gaston Gateau?
you can, yes. So while you all head back to the Mint Badger and you send off your APB on a Gaston Gateau, we will wind up there for this week.
You just hear non-specific noises from the ladies' bathroom.
I'll have what she's having.
Oh god. So, does anyone have anything else to wish to add before we wind up the story for this week?
This one is entirely on you, that last bit. That is your fault, not mine.
Yeah, you could have just stopped there. You could have made something silly like an elbow tongue. Oh, look, it's a tongue on your elbow. Ooh.
Look at my elbow.
But no, you had to make it weird.
Ah, yeah,
You're the-
I had to make it weird, yeah. Me.
You're the one. You were the one to put the tongue on the crotch.
Well, why change a habit? Anyway,
To think it's more like attached to the, because it's a long tongue. Like it's more like a tail coming out, and it can just, you know, it's
Stop.
more
That's just
conspicuous. I
gonna
feel.
lead to urinary tract infections.
Well, it's like more inconspicuous if it's a tail as well.
it depends if the taste buds are attached, but let's not get into that. So
Look
yes,
at
anything they wish
going
to add?
live.
Sorry?
Oh,
AJ's just gone live, so
AJ's just gone live. Well, that saves me having to worry
could
who
have
to
at
read
least
into
waited
then.
until we
that's
finish.
good timing. I appreciate it, AJ. That's very thoughtful of you.
So yes,
Do you know what though? I've been thinking, man. Like I could really do with some new dice, and I don't know where I could get some.
well,
Especially some nice gemstone ones.
if you use our affiliate codes at dndice.co.uk, using Penance RPG, you can get. Yes, AJ, we noticed that. If you go to dndice.co.uk and use Penance RPG, you get 10% off all the wonderful dice they have. They have some fantastic dice. They are the dice that I always take with me to cons because they are the best dice. You also can get 20% off if you go to gemhammer.com. Which is things to augment your game, like deck of many things, deck of wonder, all that kind of things you can use to augment your game. Especially now, a lot of people are going to move into homebrew after the whole fuckery with wizards.
Now that it's no longer
Fuckery.
public domain.
Yeah, the fuckery with wizards. Do homebrew. Homebrew's a fantastic thing. Embrace it
Jesus.
fully. Get things to enjoy your game.
I've
So-
seen a lot of people have been moving to Pathfinder.
And Penance
yeah.
Pathfinder did the same kind of OGL as D&D had. They just went, we're doing this and we're not going to change it, just have fun with it.
Yeah, Pathfinder's making a new one, neutral for everybody. So great for them.
Yeah, it's basically
mean,
just
you
like
kinda blame
the old OGL for D&D was, but for Pathfinder. So they're basically
You
saying,
kinda-
look, just do this, we don't mind, just
Yeah.
do it.
You kind of blame them from jumping right on that,
Yeah.
can you?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
no problem with that. But anyway,
They're pretty much giving them it free.
yeah. So, fuck Hasbro.
Fuck them.
So, Wizards,
Pay no
I don't really
attention to the
care, but
Transformers
it's mostly been Hasbro in my mind anyway.
Yeah, it is Hasbro.
Anyway, so yes, that's that. So yeah, definitely check us out. Check out D&Dice.co.uk. Check out Gemhammer. Use our code. Get cheaper dice. Our next stream. Oh, before I forget, next week on Rattrun we might have a Rowan joining
Ooh.
because Rowan has said that they are interested in joining.
Yay!
And now we don't have the other person who said they might be joining. Rowan might join. We might have another person joining later in the month, but again, that's entirely waiting for them to get back to us. But yes,
We're still
that is
waiting.
that.
We're still waiting for Eden. Not Eden. AJ, who said that he would join and then backed out of it.
Is he
AJ,
gonna
you
play?
coward.
Is he gonna
You
play a
coward.
penguin?
AJ, I'm a penguin. But anyway,
Penguin called Quinn.
our next streams tomorrow night will be Indie Horror. As ever, I'm playing the last two games on Reddit Collection 2. Then a bunch of weird and wonderful stuff that's been released this week in the world of Indie Horror. Friday will be Satisfactory with myself, Mr. Tom, Mr. Zeph, and then afterwards, if there's folk about, we'll be doing some ghost watching. Saturday, if Eden's about on Saturday, we'll be doing Elden Ring. If he's not, I might do some other kind of weird and wonderful horror stream again. It depends entirely how people are feeling, because there's no bell ray. But Elden Ring will start again next week on Saturday. Sunday is Darktide, our Dragon Age TTRPG, which is more of this kind of fuckery, but in Dragon Age form.
With Muppets. Don't forget the
With
Muppets.
Muppets, yes, as Fabricants, legally distinct Muppets. Then there is Monday should be Mr. Greg doing his Everlasting Tales, which is proper D&D for proper people.
Fucking nerds.
Jeez, can't be fucking me.
Tuesday is Deep Rock Galactic, sorry, which will have the I think it's the Lunar event or something like that going live, which is going live from this Thursday. So if you like your Deep Rock, there's bonus XP to be had. Play Deep Rock, it's fantastic.
It's bunny, yeah.
And then next Wednesday more Rattrun. So yeah, that's our whole streaming thing for the next couple of days. But yeah, it's been fun, folks. We are going to now. Mr. AJ has gone live. We will roll over to him, and we can say hello and see how he's doing. What is he playing? He's playing Farthest Frontier. Okay, let's hope
Space.
for what was the famous one? AJ's. What was the Bird World?
Bird World?
He did. What was the AJ's Bird World? It was the what? AJ's incestuous Bird World. That was it, where all the birds seemed to keep recreating with each other, and he couldn't stop it.
What did I miss?
This is months ago, man. This is months ago.
In Zoom, they just kept being incestuous.
Yeah, incestuous. That's the word. Yeah.
What are you doing, Stepbird?
Oh, he's chatting. So yes, we will roll over and see Mr. AJ. So once again, thank you everyone for being with today. Hopefully we will see you all throughout the rest of the week with some more weird and wonderful stuff. But until next time, let's wave and go see AJ.
Everyone roll into his chat and say, what are you doing, Stepbird?
Oh, stop.